What is going on, guys? Taylor Stuber with Locks DFS.com, bringing my locks and sleepers for this Tuesday 7-game NBA slate. Another good night yesterday. It's been like 4 or 5 straight nights where we have just absolutely gone off. The live streams have been going very, very well, teaching you guys how to become better players and why my thought process on these slates, and it's really showing, really receiving the fruits of our labor. But nonetheless, if you want to enter the giveaway to win a free season pass with us, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, and then comment below with your favorite play of the day, and we'll select a winner every Sunday or Monday whenever we get that video out. But like I said, only 7 games on the slate, and so it's pretty easy to break down, and there's a lot of enticing games on the slate. One of them I want to target the most is going to be this Rockets and Pelicans game. We already know on the Pelicans side that Anthony Davis is ruled out, Etuan Moore is out for rest, Nikola Mirotic is out, and Julius Randle is a game-time decision, questionable. So we're not sure if he's going to play just yet. If we take those guys off the court that are supposed to be out for sure, Moore, Davis, and Nikola Mirotic, we get Julius Randle with a 31% usage rate, Drew Holiday with a 29.7% usage rate. But the ball handling is mostly in the hands of Drew Holiday, 33.3%, 23.8% for Julius Randle. But Drew is averaging 1.51 fantasy points per minute with those guys off the court. Julius Randle just 1.4. But if I have a feeling that Randle could miss this game, and if he does, Drew Holiday's points per minute goes up to 1.81, would immediately become one of the best plays on the slate at only 8.6K over here on DraftKings and on FanDuel. I hope people are scared off this 9.5K price tag, but it is definitely worth it. We saw that the ownership of these guys of like Elfrid Payton, Drew Holiday, Darius Miller, Jahlil Okafor, all just were way lower than they should have been last time when Julius Randle was ruled out, because they were 13-point dogs to the Thunder, and people were scared of the blowout. And this is why I tell you guys not to be scared of blowouts unless it's like an obvious like Golden State at home versus the Cavaliers. This game could easily stay close. It is a 10-point spread, but last time it was 13. I believe it got up to 13.5 or 14 versus the Thunder, but they kept the game close, and Drew Holiday ended up getting 65 fantasy points with Julius Randle off the court. And then all the other guys did extremely well. Elfrid Payton, Darius Miller, Solomon Hill. These guys are also like probably the best values on the slate, especially if Julius Randle sits. Solomon Hill only 3.4K. Darius Miller only 3.7K, and these guys are going to play 30-plus minutes, especially if Randle sits. Etuan Moore, like I said earlier, has been back the past couple of games, but he is out for rest this game. So those, I'm really trying to get those guys in, and Okafor, obviously one of the top plays on the slate. 6.1K, hope people are scared off of that because they're going to need him, especially if Julius Randle's out, because Check Diallo can't really play very many minutes. Just because of the player that he is, not very good. And then we go over here to the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan has already been ruled out. LaMarcus Aldridge, obviously one of the biggest beneficiaries, 34.1% usage rate. It is actually insane. 21% assist percentage, and then total rebound percentage of 20.7, averaging 1.54 fantasy points per minute. And you would think that this was pretty much expected. I don't know why they didn't up their price more, but 8.7K against the Phoenix Suns with DeAndre Ayton unlikely to play. Going to be matched up against Richaun Holmes, who I think is probably the best play on the slate, Richaun Holmes, especially if Ayton sits. Only if Ayton sits. And then over here on FanDuel, 8.8K, just entirely too cheap. And I'll speak about it just a little bit. Richaun Holmes, last game he returned from injury with Ayton still out. Didn't get the start, but played quite a bit of minutes in the first half. And then he ended up starting the second half over Dragon Bender. Played extremely well. Ended up putting up 40-plus fantasy points. And I believe it was like 26 minutes, and he didn't even start the first half. So I'd expect him to get 30-plus minutes in this game. Even in a blowout, I think he crushes that price tag, and one of my favorite plays of the slate. Then we go over here to PrizePicks. Again, they're still running this promo. If you want to be plus EV and get a ton out of your money, go over here to myprizepicks.com. Link is going to be in the description. They're giving you an instant 100% match up to $1,000. So if you deposited like $300, they'll instantly give you $300 in your account to play with. And if you do that, let us know on Twitter at Locks DFS and DM us telling us that you use that code with your email attached, just to make the process a bit easier. We'll give you access on our site to myself. I'll give away my free NBA picks every day. Addy will give away his NHL picks, and then Christian will give away his free college basketball picks, and you can kind of mix and match them every day. And it's one of my favorite fantasy sites right now for sure. Two of my favorite plays personally right now, I like the under on Jarrett Allen. His minutes have slowly been getting eaten into by Ed Davis, and then now the return of Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. He does play some of the minutes at the 5, and Jarrett Allen only can play the 5, so his minutes are slowly trending down. I know it is an alright matchup against the Bulls, but 29.6 seems like a stretch given the volatility in his minutes. And also, I like the over on Nikola Vucevic. Obviously a tough matchup against Steven Adams individually, but his usage rate and minutes have been through the roof lately, and if they want this game to stay close, which it is only a 5.5 point spread currently, I like Nikola Vucevic to hit over 44.5. Now, if you select both of these guys, hit go in the bottom right. I like the over on Nikola Vucevic, and see, these lines will move up and down. Nikola Vucevic already up to 46.5, so you want to do this quickly. Email us, and then we'll get you our favorite lines. And then I like the under on Jared Allen. I still like the over on Nikola Vucevic, by the way, at 46.5. I would take him up to probably 47.5, 48. So I think it's still good value right now. And say you bet 50 on this. You win two pick entry. If you get both of these correct, you can turn 50 into 125. That's a 2.5x your money right there. So yeah, just best of luck tonight. And until next time, peace.